Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching DreamSpree Studio Yoga. My name is Shannon. Today, I've got a 60-minute beginner yoga for new beginnings because it's January, it's a new year, and it's just time to start over. It's the season of fresh starts. Tiny Dharma talk, fresh starts and new beginnings. They're not always flowers and rainbows. I think we're experiencing that right now in the world. And a lot of situations may arise as we come into this new year that may or may not be so pleasant. So it's just good to keep in mind that transformation is sometimes difficult. Rebirth is difficult. Birth is messy and painful. And the caterpillars, before they turn into a butterfly, they completely liquefy in the cocoon. And I'm not sure what that feels like, but I'm sure it's probably weird. Anyways, the only way out through some of these crazy situations that we may find ourselves in is through. And it's worth it to work through them, face the tension, face it, and just go through it. So, as we go through class today, I'm going to take you through a uh, it's going to be a class that's kind of about releasing tension. We're not going to do a lot of crazy movements today. It's going to be a lot more holds, a lot more gentle relaxation to try and get rid of some tension. And we may even have a little bit of a longer savasana today. So, keeping all that in mind, we're actually going to begin in savasana. Let's go ahead, come down to your mat. You can keep the knees bent here if you'd like. If you want to extend your legs, go right ahead and do that. It's whatever's comfortable for you. Wherever you start, just go ahead, take the left hand to the chest over your heart and your right hand to your stomach. And you can close your eyes. As we begin to turn the attention inward, just notice how you're completely supported here. Notice how the body feels today at the beginning of practice without any judgment at all. Just notice. Notice the qualities of your inhalations and exhalations. See if you can begin to lengthen them a bit. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, and notice your heart beating. Just really ground down into the body, into now. And if you would like to set an intention for your practice today, something you can bring your mind back to in case it starts to wander off, maybe something positive to bring forward into this new year and new beginning, now's a good time. On your next inhale, go ahead and float the eyes open. Let's go ahead and take the hands down, pick up both feet, and we're going to hug the knees into our chest a little. And let's begin to circle them around, just making circles with the knees, massaging the low back into the floor. Whatever direction you begin in, it doesn't matter. Just breathe here. Nice long breaths. And on your next inhale, let's change directions. Just go in the opposite direction of the way you started. And on your next inhale, bring everything back to center. Hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out. Give it a good squeeze towards your chest. Now reach over with the right hand, reach out with the left arm, and just bring the knee across for a nice twist. You can gaze over the left shoulder. If the shoulder begins to roll off the floor, then you're going a little too far. So just come back a little and just breathe here. We're going to stay here for at least 5 good breaths. You can close your eyes. Just gently coming into the practice today. These longer holds help to encourage the nervous system of the body to release tension. One more breath. Exhale. Bring the knee back to center. Give it a hug. And now extend the left leg. Bring the right knee in. Give it a squeeze to your chest. Reach out with the right arm. Bring the knee across with the left hand. Gaze over the right shoulder. And just breathe here. Nice long breaths. Being careful not to roll the shoulder up off the floor. Just notice where the tension is in the body. And see if with every breath you can let a little more of it go. On your next inhale, bring the knee back to center, hug it in. We're going to switch legs again. Bring the left leg in, hug the knee up. Take your right hand, reach out with the left, bring it across. Long breaths. One more inhale. And bring the knee back to center. Give it a hug. Extend the left leg. Bring the right knee in. Squeeze. Reach out with the right arm. Bring the knee across. And look over the right shoulder. See if you can concentrate on releasing tension, letting go. Take one more inhale here and come back to center. Give your knee a squeeze. Bring the other knee up. We're going to come into reclined butterfly. So just bring the heel in towards your butt. You can clasp the sides of your foot. Get nice and comfortable here. Really pressing the low back into the floor beneath you. If you have a hard time, if your mind is still racing, you can always think on inhales, think let, and on your exhales, think go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. On your next inhale, you can release your feet. Bring the knees in, give yourself a hug, and let's roll up to a seat. Turn to face forward. Come into a nice, comfortable seat, easy seat, whatever that is for you. Inhale the arms up overhead, clasp them together. Clasp the hands like this, press them up overhead. Inhale and exhale over to the left, gazing towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right, gazing to the left. Keep flowing like this, the rhythm of your own breath. Let's go with your inhales and exhales. There's no rush. Let's take one more round in each direction. Come back to meet in center. Exhale the arms down to the sides. Now clasp the hands behind you. You're going to roll the shoulders back and gaze up towards the ceiling. Really broadening across the front of the chest. Just breathe. You can let the hands prop on the floor beneath you, or you can press them up a little bit behind you. Just take as much of a stretch here as you think is necessary. Let's take one more breath and exhale. Let's shake everything out. Reach back out to the sides. Reach across with the right arm. Catch the elbow with the left elbow and just pull it across in front of you. Long inhales and exhales here. Really coming into the breath, into the moment. On your inhales, let the exhale go. Just let go. Let's go ahead, shake everything back out. Reach across with the left arm, hook the elbow with the right, and just pull it in a little. Breathe. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, shake everything out. And we'll go ahead and come out to the sides in a T. Reach over to the left with the left arm. Reach overhead with the right arm. Long inhales, bringing the breath and the stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Keeping the left arm engaged. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, just float the arm down, reach across towards the knee. Inhale up, exhale down, bring the chest down towards the knee. You can let the elbows down if you'd like, just relax here. Breathing into the low back. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale and let it go. Now let's just roll up back to center. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, come over to the right side, leaving the arm engaged. Reaching over with the left arm, long stretch. just imagine as you inhale, breathing that energy and that breath all the way down the left side of the body. Inhale, exhale. Maybe bringing your mind back to your intention if it starts to wander. Maybe just bring it back to the mantra of let go. Inhale and exhale, float the arm down, crawl over to the side to face the right knee. Inhale and exhale, bring the chest down to the knee, bring the elbows down to the floor. Bringing breath and release to the low back. Inhale and exhale. On an inhale, let's come back up to center. Take a fire log pose. I'm going to start with the right leg underneath. You can take the left foot over the knee. If that's not comfortable for you, just prop it in front. But whatever you choose, inhale up tall. Bring the hands out in front. And on an exhale, just come down, drawing the elbows down to the floor, letting the head hang. And just breathe here. In a pose of offering or surrender, just letting go to your higher self, perhaps the higher power, whatever speaks to you, whatever you need to get rid of and doesn't serve you anymore, just offering up to the practice today. With each exhale, releasing. On an inhale, slowly roll back up to center. Change legs. I'm going to take the left foot underneath, right foot on top or in front. Reach in front with arms outstretched. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Elbows to the floor or as close to the floor as you comfortably can come. You can close your eyes, come into a place of receiving. Receiving from your higher self or a higher power the things that you need in your life, drawing them in. Accepting the new opportunities of a new year and a new beginning. Take one more breath and rise back up to seated. Bend both knees in front of you. Wrap around with the right arm. Reach behind with the left. Inhale up tall and exhale, twist to gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Gazing over the shoulder behind you, honoring the past, and with each exhale, letting it go. more breath. And exhale, come forward out of the twist, wrap around with the left arm, reach behind with the right. Inhale up tall. Exhale, rotate from the shoulders, gazing over the right shoulder behind you. Inhale and let go. If that's too much on your neck, you can always just gaze in front of you. Do not strain. We're having an emphasis in being gentle with ourselves today. One more inhale and exhale. Come back forward. Now let both knees drop over to the left side so that the right knee is beside the left foot. Inhale and center. Exhale, twist over towards the left side. Sitting up tall. Just breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale. Let's come back to center. Pick up the legs and let them drop over to the right side, bringing the left knee beside the right foot. Inhale, exhale, twist over to the right. If you feel any trembling, any strange little sensations as you stay in these poses longer, just embrace them. Inhale and exhale, let it go. One more breath. And exhale, come back to center. Pick up your knees. We're going to come over to the side, come into your tabletop position. And we're going to begin with a little bit of cat-cow. So inhale, stomach down, looking up. Exhale, cat stretch. Make sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulders and that the hips are over the knees. Just flow slowly with your own breathing. Inhale and exhale. Wherever you are, let's take one more round together. Come back to meet in a neutral spine. On an inhale, reach out with the right arm beside you. And exhale, thread the needle, bring it underneath, bring the elbow down to the floor, reaching out, bring the head down to the mat. And just breathe here. Really taking our time in the poses today. Deep inhales, long exhales. Let's take one more breath. Exhale, slowly come back up. Reach out with the right arm. Bring it down beside you. We're going to crawl forward to face. Kickstand the right foot out. Reach over with the left arm and just reach reach long in gate pose. Long inhales and exhales here. Don't lock the elbow. Just breathing space into the hip and the entire right side of the body. Breathe. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. You can even open your mouth and let it go. That helps me sometimes. On an exhale, float the hand back down. Bring the foot in. Crawl back forward. Now extend the left arm out to the side on an inhale. Exhale, thread the needle underneath. Bring the elbow down. Bringing the shoulder down to the mat and the head down to the side. Long inhalations and exhalations. Just breathing space into the shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale. Now let's come back up. Reach out with the left arm. Float it back down. Come to face forward. Kickstand the left foot out to the side in gate pose. Bring the right hand to the side. Just reach long. Again, don't lock the elbow. Gazing up towards the hand. Trying to make a long line all the way down the left side of the body. Try not to collapse forward. You're really just opening here, opening ourselves up. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Float the arm down. Bring the knee in. Come back over to the side. And we're going to shift back into child's pose. Just bring the butt back towards the heels. Reach long in front with the arms. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Take a big breath here. Maybe bringing your mind back to your intention. On an inhale, come back up into your tabletop position. Now we're going to come into puppy pose. Reach long in front with your arms. You're coming down. You're bringing the chest down towards the floor, leaving the butt up, bringing your forehead down to the mat. If this is too much, keeping the arms engaged in front of you, if this is too much on your shoulders, just fold the arms in and bring the head down. This can be quite an intense shoulder stretch. Whatever you choose, just breathe here. Letting go. Breathing into the tension and exhaling, releasing it. Let's take one more breath and exhale. If your arms are extended, you can just bring them in, come up very slowly, very safely. Come back into a tabletop position. Inhale, right foot behind you. Exhale, cross it over the left, plant the toes, and just gaze over the left shoulder in the direction of the foot. Breathing into the hip and the side of the body. Long breaths. Really encouraging the nervous system to trigger the relaxation response. Exhale. One more. And let's turn back forward, untuck the toes, bring it back to center, bring the knee back down. Inhale, left foot up, cross it over, tuck the toes down, plant them, and gaze over the right shoulder at the foot or in the direction of the foot behind you. Long inhale, long exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, pick up the foot, bring it back down. Now, reach behind with the right foot again. This time, just tuck the toes right behind you. Using your hands, shift the weight back towards the foot, stretch the calf. Long inhales and exhales here. If any time in these stretches you feel that you are overstretching, just come out of it a little bit. There's no reason to force. Listen to your body. One more breath. Exhale, shift the weight forward, float the foot up, bring the knee back down. Inhale the left foot up behind you, tuck the toes down. Using your hands, press back for a nice calf stretch. Long inhalations and exhalations. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. One more breath. And exhale, shift the weight back forward, pick up the foot, float it back down. Let's come back into child's pose again, bringing the butt back to the heels, reach long in front, forehead to the mat. On an inhale, let's come back up through tabletop position and then come all the way down, drawing the shoulders and elbows into the sides, coming down into baby cobra preparation. If this hurts your low back, spread the feet out a little wider. On an inhale, come up into baby cobra, gaze just a little in front of you. Exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale. Make the movement slow and fluid. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale up into baby cobra. This time, shift the elbows forward a little to come into Sphinx pose. really broadening across the chest. Just breathe here. One more breath. And exhale, shift the hands back down to the sides of the chest. Come all the way down. Let's flow back into child's pose. Press up, come back through tabletop. All the way back into child's pose, forehead down to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, come through tabletop. Shift forward, draw the elbows in. Exhale, down to baby cobra preparation. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, come through child's. Slowly, slowly and intentionally. Exhale, head to floor. Take an inhale here and an exhale here. Inhale, forward. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale back. Pause here in child's pose. Take both hands, walk them over to the left side of the mat. Keeping the arms engaged, breathing space into the right side of the body, and breathing space into the low back. On an inhale, walk the hands to center and walk them over to the right side, keeping the arms engaged. Long inhales, let. Exhale, go. If you feel any shaking in the body, just concentrate on letting that go. On an inhale, bring the hands back to center. Press all the way up into tabletop position. You're going to tuck the toes behind you. Press back up into down dog. So shift up. Shoot the hips back towards the back of the mat. Drawing the elbows back, drawing the shoulders down. And let's pedal the feet. Inhale up on your tiptoes. Exhale down, bringing the heels as close to the mat as you can. Generous bend in the knee if you need it. Look forward, inhale, come forward through plank and drop the knees into your tabletop position. Leave the toes tucked. We're just going to flow back and forth from tabletop to down dog. Inhale back, tabletop, or down dog. Exhale forward, table. Inhale, back. Exhale, table. Now we're going to add to that. Inhale back, down dog. Exhale, table. Leave the toes tucked. Inhale back into child's pose. Exhale, forward, table. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, table. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, table. One more round. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, table. Inhale, child. Exhale, table. Now let's come all the way down to the mat again, like you're going to come into cobra. And then turn over into savasana. Just roll over. And keep your knees bent. Pick up the right foot, cross it over the left knee. Come into a tripod position. Reach down, grab the left thigh and bring it in towards your chest just as far as you can. You can use a strap here if you have it. Keep the feet flexed. You can choose to keep the eyes closed. Just breathe. Long inhale and exhale. Maybe bringing your mind back to the intention that you set. One more inhale and exhale. Let's exhale the left foot down. Uncross the legs, cross the left foot over the right knee. Reach up to grab the right thigh, flex the feet, and draw everything in towards the chest. And just breathe. If you're comfortable closing your eyes here, really turning the attention inward, feel free to do that. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Long, steady breaths. On an exhale, release the foot back down to the mat. Uncross your legs. Bring the arms out to the sides. Let's just windshield wiper the feet or the legs back and forth. Inhale, exhale over to the right. Gentle movements. Just inhale, exhale over to the left. Very slowly, very gently. You run across a place of tension. Imagine bringing some extra breath there, encouraging it to let go. Wherever you are, let's take one more round in each direction. Come back into the center. Hug both knees in. Give yourself a hug because you love yourself. And then extend the right leg out again. Just hug the left knee into your chest. Now, just extend the leg overhead. You can release the leg if it's too much for you to hold it here, then don't. Just extend it up. Flex the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breathing in, releasing that tension that you may have. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, draw the knee back in, hug it to your chest. Reach out with the left arm, bring the left knee across to the right. Gaze back over the left shoulder. Remembering to try and keep the shoulder down on the mat. Maybe closing the eyes here, really slowing down. One more breath. And exhale, roll back to center. Hug the left knee in. Change legs, hug the right knee in. Hold it for a moment. And release the leg. You can grab behind if you're able to. If that's too much, just extend it. Flex the foot. Breathe. Hamstrings get so tight. Let's really inhale and let go. Let it go. One more breath. And exhale, bring the knee back down. Hug it in. Reach out with the right arm. Bring the leg across to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. You can close your eyes. Turning inside to a place of stillness and calm. Take one more breath. And exhale. Bring everything back to center. Bring the left knee up to meet the right. Give it a squeeze. Let's rotate the legs around. Just roll the knees around into one direction. Massaging the low back. And whatever direction you began in, let's change directions. Bring the knees back to center. Extend both feet up. Come into happy baby. You can bring the hands to the sides of the legs, sides of the feet, whatever you can get. And just roll back and forth like a happy baby. Release the feet. Come back into reclined butterfly. So just bring the heels into each other. Bring them down towards the butt. Hold the tops of the feet, really drawing the shoulders down, drawing the low back to the ground, really grounding down to the earth. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. And exhale, release the feet. Bring the knees in, reach up. Give yourself a big hug because you love yourself and you did awesome today. And release into Shavasana. Just let it all go. Any remaining tension in the body, just let it go. Feel it sink out of your body into the ground and the earth beneath you. All the way from the top of your head, across your face. Any tension in the throat and the neck, feel it just releasing. Any remaining tension in the shoulders, the arms, elbows, hands, wrists, feel it sink down into the earth below. Any tension in the chest, feel it continue to melt away all the way across the stomach, the hips, tension in the legs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet. Feel it totally release down into the ground below you. Feel yourself heavy against the earth and how you are completely supported here by gravity and the earth, and you are safe. your next inhale, begin to slowly bring awareness back to the body. Deepen your breathing, gently calling yourself back home. You can make some small movements with the fingers and toes, maybe some rotations with the ankles and wrists. Reach out long for a big full body stretch and roll over to one side in the fetal position. When you're ready, use your hands, press yourself back up into your comfortable seat. Float the hands back down to the knees. Close your eyes one more time if they're open. Now let's do a quick scan of the body. Just notice how it feels now as opposed to how it felt at the beginning of practice today. And I'm going to leave you today with a quote from T.S. Eliot. Last year's words belong to last year's language, and next year's words await another voice. And to make an end is to make a beginning. May you embrace each new beginning in your life with love and loving kindness towards yourself and others. Thank yourself for coming to the mat today, taking some time to do something good for you. Bring your hands to heart center in prayer and open your eyes. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today and doing some yoga. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You guys have an awesome day and I'll see you next time.